After being banned by Facebook and Twitter for months, Donald Trump is making a social media comeback. He's launching his own platform called Truth Social. The former US president says that it is a way for him to fight back against big tech. Mr. Trump was banned from Twitter and Facebook after the January 6th Capitol Hill riots. Truth Social is set for a beta launch for select users next month. A full rollout is expected early next year. Nick Harper joins us live now in Washington, D.C. for more. Nick, he may well be missing Twitter and Facebook a little bit. Is this a way for Trump to reclaim his internet megaphone?
Well, it certainly seems to be. That seems to be the plan, and it seems to have been the plan for some time. It's been hinted at by him and his advisors really for the past few months. He was very angered that he was barred from both Facebook and Twitter. He won't be able to get back on Twitter for at least another couple of years. So he hinted that he wanted to have his own social media platform. In announcing the news, he said, "Your favorite American president had been silenced." He said this was unacceptable. And he said that it was time to stand up to the tyranny of big tech. Earlier on this year, he did launch something else, a foray into the social media world with essentially what was a blog post called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. But that closed after less than a month. It seemed that it just didn't attract as many people as the former president was hoping. And it's not really clear if this new platform will attract people. He still has huge support, but will they turn away from Facebook and Twitter and use his platform instead? There's been lots of reaction about this, as you'd probably expect. Jason Miller, a former Trump advisor, has congratulated Donald Trump. He says now Facebook and Twitter will lose even more market share. Donald Trump's son, Trump Jr., has said the platform will be for everyone to express their feelings. But Justin Amash, a former Republican lawmaker, not a fan of Trump, has criticised it, as you'd expect. He says it's a way for him to reclaim power and has called it Orwellian.
Well, social media was certainly useful to him back in 2016 in his presidential bid. Is this a tease, perhaps, of a potential 2024 run for the presidency again?
Well, it seems to be another tease, Dawn. I mean, he has put out various teases ever since he left office, hinting that he may want to run again. By creating his social media platform, it certainly gives him a way to contact directly with his base, to engage with them and to do it without any sort of censorship as he had on Facebook and Twitter. So it could help him to continue to grow that base and grow that support if he were to run. At this stage, though, even though he holds sway in the Republican Party, it's not clear if he will want to throw his hat in the ring for another run, and that's essentially freezing the party. No other possible candidate wants to put their head above the parapet because they're not sure if they're going to have to go up against Trump. And that is creating problems and I guess stymieing the party until everyone's clear. We already know that Trump has been holding rallies. He's been to Iowa, a crucial state which kicks off the election cycle and would do at the beginning of 2024. But we also know that Donald Trump loves one thing: attention. So creating a new platform, hinting at possibly running, it certainly gives us all an opportunity to talk about him once again, whether or not an actual run for the presidency materialises in the next couple of years.
Nick, thank you very much for that. Nick Harper there in Washington, D.C.